just
walk through.
this is where it's going to be. What happened to our beautiful quiet Vermont spring air?
Some results. We've developed a site-specific sound model. We took the current proposed layout that we've got in the location and we took the vendor information that we have for that turbine make and model. And then we used that in an acoustical model to project out the sound level that we expect to result from it. So we basically predicted the operating sound level of the project. And when we do so, we're kind of assuming all turbines are operating at their rated sound level. They're all rated, they're all doing so simultaneously, kind of a rather uniform wind speed. And then we created contours to show how the sound level decreases with distance. We focused on 50, 45, and 40. 45 kind of in return approach in Vermont. Correct. Okay. And then we showed kind of either side of it so you can kind of see how things propagate out and how sound travels with distance.
So when I'm looking at this, and I assume this will be posted on the website at some point?
At some point when we get things finalized, it'll become part of an application and whatnot. Yeah, for sure.
What am I looking at? So each of these lines represents a different level of sound?
Yeah, so closer to the turbines, we're seeing 50 decibels.
Okay.
And it's a little bit hard to perhaps get a concept of what that is. So this is not a perfect example, but we have a decibel meter here in terms of what we're seeing and hearing in this room.
You're centimeter?
Yeah, we're inside the room. And so we're showing close to the turbines and more or less all within, here. Closer to the turbines, we're seeing 50. As we step back, we see 45, and then we see 40.
So distance here, what do we know? Here's a mile.
So if we kind of go a half mile, about a half mile out is 40-ish. Kind of depends on where you're at. The sound kind of topography changes. I mean, the way sound propagates changes with the number of turbines and the orientation of turbines. So, but if you kind of,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So you can kind of see, just kind of going off of this huge string here. Here's the distance to between 50 and 45, and then from 45 to 40, kind of as an example, and you kind of expect that kind of concentric ring to kind of expand out if you were interested in further levels.
So really, you're saying to get to 50, you have to be, I mean, this looks like to me like right up against that. Is that, I mean, you're within how close there is that?
That's probably on the order of, 1,200 feet or so. That would be 50.
1,200 feet or less.
Yeah, it's probably roughly.
Okay. And that's the max you get in this 50. It's not.
Well, what we're looking at here is, that's the distance to 50. This would be the distance to 45, or approximately 45, and then this is 40. So, it kind of depends on which one you're interested in. If you went closer, you might get a little bit louder. When you're directly under them, you can still hold a normal conversation. So, it's going to be less than it is here. Because I'm kind of having to elevate my voice from here.
You take into account, when you're starting to come out from the turbines, topography and even like weather and things like that. How many variables are there?
So we've looked at topography in this scenario, and we've also looked at what we're calling kind of an omnidirectional wind condition. This is kind of standard. We're not taking credit for any of the potential upwind effects. So we're assuming that, for example, that this location and the location over here are both downwind simultaneously. And that physically can't happen because the wind will either be going this direction or that direction, but to kind of show it in a downwind condition.
But you're assuming downwind.
We're assuming downwind in all directions.
What is the
Prevailing wind, I want to say is that. That's not, I need to look at the wind. I think the prevailing wind is this direction.
So away from Grafton
towards blowing generally
blowing
from the west to the east.
Blowing this direction. I know he's got a long driveway. Right. And some of these are seasonal cabins. So,
what's your, before I get into more specifics with you, I mean, maybe I should have started with this. I mean, what's your takeaway based on what you've seen so far on the noise impacts of this project? I mean, what's your bottom line?
It looks like we're going to be within compliance of the Vermont standard, and that's really what we're focusing on, and I think it's we're not seeing any folks kind of really within the whole project area. It's kind of a very isolated area up on the turbine, up on the area where the turbines are, and so this being our 45, we're really only seeing a very few number of folks even kind of in proximity to that.
So these dots are homes,
homes or cabins. So
This is an MTL. That's a cabin owned by MTL.
Oh,
So is that one? Yeah, the landowner owns that one, and they also own this one. But those are they're cabins, homes, seasonal homes, permanent homes, kind of a grouping of residential structures.
So the closest we get with those structures is, according to this mapping, between 45 and 40.
Yeah, we're not really, so given the standard is 45, we're not really anticipating anybody to be over the standard.
wouldn't these dots be?
So this is the 45, the solid red.